Welcome to r/malicious compliance, where we share stories of people conforming to the letter, but not the spirit of a request. So hit that like and subscribe, and let's begin. You need me to make a new batch of fries? Sure thing. I'll get right on that. So our fast food restaurant closes at midnight on Sundays, and around 11:15, we start transitioning to close and to get ready for the delivery we get every Sunday. There's a process here where we play a game of how many fries do we think we're going to sell in the last 45 minutes, and put the bags of them up front because we know the delivery takes the last hour of our shift like clockwork. And we can't access the big boxes of french fries due to a line of boxes and dollies and counting items and etc. Plus, our manager specifically says to not go in the walk-in during the delivery. Not that we could anyway tonight. So I'm usually pretty good at guessing. And we had a car pull up who needs fries times two, large. So I dropped four large, half a bag, and the last half we had up front, just in case another car pulls up. It did. The second car pulls up and says, "Hi, I'd like a Bamberger, large with fries, and I need those fries fresh." I was dumb enough to mention, "Well, today's your lucky day, because I just dropped some fries right now." His increasingly pleasant response, "I don't care about those fries, yo. You better make me some new fries, fresh. Don't give me those fries. Make some new ones." Enter malicious compliance. Enter another entry into the A-hole chronicles. Now, I could have just as easily given him the fries I just dropped, because they take around 3 minutes to cook, so he was pulling up just as they were finished. But he clearly said he didn't want those fries, so what is a cook to do? Do I lie and say those are not the fries they thought they were? I tell him it's going to be a while on the new fries. He waits. I clean the frosting machine, a 6-minute job. I'm quick and thorough, right in front of the window, and waits. He honks. I apologize sincerely and explain that the fries are inaccessible until the delivery driver can get everything moved. Shouldn't be that much longer. Then we can go drop them. Maybe 10 minutes. And he waits. I stock the nugget sauces, being mindful that I'm being watched like a hawk. So I pretend to look off in the middle distance of our restaurant, like there's something going on there. He waits some more. Finally, coworker runs up, literally, in his slip non-resistant shoes, with the box, and we toss them into the fry bin. All of a sudden he honks more empathetically now, and I come to the window to hear him yelling, "What? They're frozen? I wanted fresh." He screeches off into the night. No food in sight. But alas, read him his rights. Officer Pay It Forward drives in for his usual, stops Captain Fresh Fries, gives the fry guy a ticket for aggressive driving, a big no-no and a huge fine in Arizona, and comes into line to get his freshly made fries. I know this because the officer is a regular to our drive-thru and always pays for the person behind him. I guess we should call him Officer Pay It Backward. Disconnect your service if I feel it is necessary. Don't have to tell me twice. For quick context, I have 5 lines on my cell phone plan, 4 actual phones, and an iPad. It's mine, my BFF, his now ex-girlfriend, her brother, one of my good friends, and the iPad. For about a year and a half, I was able to afford all 5 lines with no issues. This past month, I wasn't able to run for a little bit after the holidays, so I was a little behind on the phone bill. I had asked her to chip in then, and she said she would, as she is a DoorDash driver and was making a ton of money, as she put it. I managed to eke out a $350 paycheck between then and now, and I managed to send it to her, as she said she was going up to the store to pay it. She did not. We all got shut off, and my sister came through with the funds. I had asked the ex to send the money my sister sent me to help out, and she said she would, which hasn't happened yet. Now that we are caught up, I decided that I wasn't going to see that money anyway, but the cordial thing to do is send her one final warning. Either have the funds by the end of the week, or lose the phone. "I think it's utter BS that you're making me come up with $270 in a week," was the reply. Um, if I'm not mistaken, it is 2 weeks now. And didn't you say you made that in 2 days? I don't want to hear any more excuses. If you think that is necessary, then go ahead and shut off our phones, came the angry reply. Okay, game on. No sooner had I logged on to disconnect all data services to the lines that were not in my possession, I get an angry message from Facebook, from her ex-husband. "Dude, that's her only line of communication, and her only means of working. Why would you cut her off like that?" "She told me to, so I did." "Well, that was dumb on her part. Fair enough," he responded, with a shoulder shrug emoji. What I didn't realize was that she was about to get a raise as a top driver with DoorDash, whatever that means. Oops, looks like she has to find another means of income now.
The third story.
Lady doesn't want a drink for her food, so has to pay for each item individually. I worked at a KFC for about 6 months as my first job, and this happened towards the end of my stay. One of our managers, who I will dub Jay, is pretty strict with us in order to keep up with time and company policy, but we didn't mind as he usually worked online with us, rather than sit in the office all day. And he does not have the patience for rude people. And on one typical military payday Friday, in towns next to military bases, all soldiers come in force on payday. We were slammed, and he was working register, when a lady orders one of our 12-piece buckets, biscuits and all. Now, usually you can save some money by ordering them as a meal. Gives you the drinks as well. So as usual, he asks what drink she wants, intending to make it a meal automatically. She declines the drink. He tries to explain, "Ma'am, if we make it a meal, you will," and she cuts him off with, "I don't care. I don't need drinks." As I said before, he hates rude people. So he immediately shuts up, smiles to me, says, "Sand Snake 7, can I get a 12-piece family fill-up? And don't worry about the drinks." Before turning to her and finishing the order, which took a moment, as we couldn't simply press the combo button anymore. Rather, we had to ring up all items themselves. He then had to ring up every single item individually, which racks up the price given the amount of items. And then he finishes the order, which was well above the normal price would be. It initially went off without a hitch, but unfortunately for us at the time, retelling a funny story later wasn't really a thought at the time. Rather, we just wanted to keep the line moving. The family behind her ordered another 12-piece family fill-up, but they ordered the combo. As Jay was finishing up the second family order, the first one stepped aside to check the bags for everything. Then they hear the price. Jay rang the second family for almost half the price of theirs, and she storms over. "How come theirs is so cheap? We ordered the same thing," she asked. To which Jay replies, wearing the standard issue customer service smile, "You said you didn't want no combo, ma'am, so I rang them up individually, ma'am. So you paid for them, not as a combo, but as the order you insisted on me making, ma'am." She then asked for the manager, claiming we were scamming her, to which Jay responds by walking behind the wall and coming back 2 seconds later wearing his manager vest. And Jay says, "Hello, I heard we had a problem, and I came to see what I can help with." She grabs her food and leaves. I hope you enjoyed these stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more stories like this.